The good weather held up for the start of the race, and there was a genuine air of expectancy as 2 o'clock approached.
Boutsen made the best of his advantage, but a surge of Honda power saw Berger split the Williams duo before the first bend. He tried to go one better, but Boutsen gave him short shrift, chopping across the apex and holding his place. But Senna had a torrid start, losing 2 places, the first as Mansell took the outside line and the second as a lazy nip through on the inside. So Boutsen led them out to the back of the circuit with Berger second, Patrese third, Mansell fourth, followed by a lazy Senna Nannini in the first of the Benettons, De Cesaris doing well for Dallara, then Piquet and Prost in a lowly 10th. Satoru Nakajima was an early casualty in the Tyrrell, losing it on lap 15 and then adding insult to injury by flicking the car into the tyre wall and retiring. His teammate Alesi was soon to suffer some misfortune as Senna gained revenge for his opening manoeuvre. And a lap later, disaster for the Brazilian, a stone in the wheel rim meant an unexpected pit stop, and he rejoined in 10th place after this visit to the pits. But disaster for Prost, he span out on lap 37 when his gearbox seized.
The race came to an early end for Alesi too. He was trying to lap Martini when the Italian stupidly tried to resist. The 2 collided and both were out of the running. Senna was up to 6th. Berger gave up trying to overtake Boutsen on old rubber. He came into the pits on lap 48 and dropped from 2nd to 6th place in the process. 5 laps later, Nannini confirmed the efficiency of the Benetton as he outsprinted Mansell on the main straight, despite a wild swing from the Englishman, which might have left him embedded in the pit wall.
Alessandro Nannini using all the momentum from that newfound power with the Ford engine, slipping inside Nigel Mansell, taking 3rd place, but right behind him at this point was Ayrton Senna, coming back from that 10th place after the pit stop and about to make a classic manoeuvre on Mansell to go through into 4th position. Ayrton Senna on lap 55. Nannini was having a terrific race. Patrese had been doing a selfless job of riding shotgun for his teammate, but the Benetton's claims were too strong to resist, and Nannini was passed on the next lap. Ayrton Senna in his McLaren on fresh rubber continued his hard charge through the field, moving up to 3rd place at Patrese's expense. Riccardo Patrese now on worn tyres and in a bit of trouble. So 4th was Patrese, 5th Nigel Mansell still in there, and 6th Gerhard Berger had caught up as well on this very tight track indeed, as Mansell had another go, but Patrese was forced to come into the pits for fresh rubber. Berger was getting the best out of his new tyres, and this was already becoming one of the best races of the season, and the duel between Berger and Mansell typified the excitement involved. The Austrian claimed first blood to take 3rd place,
but Mansell wasn't about to let that one go. He pulled out all the stops to put Berger back in his place. Then came the first of 2 controversial incidents. Senna went for a gap that Nannini insisted wasn't there, and the Italian was launched out of the race. Incredibly, Senna survived to take 2nd position, but the replay shows Nannini had more than a little cause for complaint.
This dangerous manoeuvre nearly landed Nannini on his head. Then, at exactly the same spot, Berger tried to get past Mansell in the same way. This time, both cars were out of the race, although Berger had enough power to get back to the pits afterwards. Mansell's frustration was obvious for all to see. Perhaps it was just as well he didn't have to share the walk back to the pit lane with his former teammate Berger. The collision reduced the battle for the lead to a dogfight between Boutsen and Senna. It was nail-biting stuff for the Williams followers as the Brazilian hounded the leader right up to the flag. But Boutsen's skill lasted him to the line, and he claimed his first victory of the year to the delight of the mechanics lining the pit wall. Renault had made a major effort in Hungary, even supplying special qualifying engines, and it had paid off. Boutsen survived the pressure from Senna to win. Piquet was 3rd and Patrese 4th. Derek Warwick was a creditable 5th for Lotus. Afterwards, Boutsen was asked how hard it had been to keep them all at bay.
Quite difficult, but I must say for the first half of the race I was just controlling it. I had Gerhard behind me, about 1.5 seconds behind me. And I was just driving at his speed to conserve the tires, to try to go as far as we could with the tires of the race, especially because I had quite a lot of oversteer from the beginning of the race. After that, there was a little bit of gap, 5, 6, 7 seconds with the next one, but then the gap closed very quickly because my rear tires had gone off completely, and I was sliding very, very much, and I tried to keep Ayrton behind as much as I could until the last lap, and it was all right to cross the finish line. I don't think I could have done one more lap in front of him.
I'm very happy for the result. I think I was not expecting, for sure, to be in the top 3 here before coming to this race. I was expecting the 2 Ferraris to be very strong. And of course, in terms of championship, second place for me, with the other results, the other 6 places is perfect.